So now we are going to be doing 10-12 minutes of standing postures. So using the chair as an important tool in this. So one of the things I want you all to be comfortable is we use the chair not because you want to use it we use it as a tool to better our practice. Not because we use it as a tool as a crutch to our practice. We use it as a tool like we use weights. We use the chair as a tool to better our practice. So as I hold on to the back of the chair, this would be the posture I'd be coming back and forth over and over again. I lift my heels. I lower my heels. I lift my toes. I press into my heels. I lift my toes. I lower my toes. I lift my heels. I do this 2 more times on my own. 17,000 nerve endings rest in the bottoms of my feet, and I need to feel them all. And the next time I lower my heels, I lower all 4 corners of my feet down. I widen my stance. My toes are turned out slightly, not all the way, but just slightly. Keeping my spine tall, feeling my pelvic muscles. I take a deep inhale, and on my exhale, I bend my knees. I'm trying not to lean forward. I'm trying not to, no. This is what you want. You want to strengthen those pelvic muscles. Inhale, I stand up tall. Exhale, I bend my knees, I plie down. Inhale, I stand up tall. At my pace, a few more times. Inhale, I stand up tall. Exhale, I bend my knees. Inhale, I stand up tall. Exhale, I bend my knees. And the next time I stand up tall, I slowly keep my feet where they are. Identifying my right foot, I turn my right toes out. I open up my arms in a T. You know you can always hold on to the chair with one hand, but extend your right arm out if you can, and reach for that wall on your right. Slide your right arm down. Try not to hold on to that leg, but just keep that right arm down. And only if you're ready, you can let go of the chair and wave that left arm up. This is what we call the triangle posture, Trikonasana. Now, only for the ones who want to be a little more adventurous, you're going to try this. You're going to let go. You're going to keep those arms. Now they work like propellers. Inhale, I'm going to lean to my left. Exhale, I'm going to lean to my right. Inhale, I lean to my left. Exhale, I lean to my right. One last time. Inhale, I lean to my left. Exhale, I lean to my right. I slowly stand up tall. I turn my right toes in. I turn my left toes out. My arm, I'm going to hold on to the back of the chair with my right hand this time. I'm going to reach for that wall on my left. Slide that left arm down. And only if I'm comfortable, I'm going to reach up with my right arm. You're going to notice if you're a little unsteady, hold on to that chair. Everything you do comes from a place where you're comfortable. And you're going to start tick-tocking. Inhale, I lean to my right. Exhale, I lean to my left. Inhale, I lean to my right. Exhale, I lean to my left. One last time. Inhale, I lean to my right. Exhale, I lean to my left. And I slowly stand up tall. Hold on to the back of the chair for support. Remember, like I said, your chair is always going to be there as a tool to make your practice better. Not that you're using it as a crutch. You're making your practice better. Holding on, you're going back to that heel toe. You're going to lift your toes off the ground, the heel off the ground. You're going to lower the heels, lift your toes. One more time. Lower the toes, lift your heel. Lower the heel, lift your toes. Now this is the one thing that I want you to do besides this heel toe thing. This next posture is something which I want you to try to do every day. Even if you do 4 of them, that's fine. But try to do them every day. Holding on to the back of the chair. Lift one leg up behind you. And you know which leg you have lifted. Now reach forward with that opposite arm. What we call the spinal balance. Inhale deep. Exhale down. Inhale, I switch sides. So it's basically right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, down. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, down. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, down. And as my hands and feet come down, making sure that as always, like I said in the start of the practice, this is about your ability to breathe through everything, because the way I do anything is the way I do everything. To stay centered, to stay calm, to stay healthy. And I do this with my breath, holding on to the back of the chair. Inhale, I lift my heels. I lower my heels, I lift my toes. I lower my toes, I lift my heels. One last time, lower the heels, lift my toes. Trying not to look down, I cross my feet. I uncross my feet, I cross them the other way. And I do this one more time on my own. And as mindfully, breathing as I do this, keeping that spine tall, keeping my feet crossed, I walk 3 steps back, holding on or not. Let that be your choice. I walk 3 steps forward. My feet stay crossed. I twist open, holding on to the back of the chair or not. Your choice. You're going to notice, you're going to create your own little practice very soon using this as a guideline. Uncross your feet. Hold on to the back of the chair. Cross your feet the other way. 3 steps back. 3 steps forward. I twist open 2 times using the back of the chair or not. Always remembering that some days your practice is going to be a strong practice, some days not so much. And as I come back to the center, uncross my feet, lift my heels, lower my heels, lift my toes. One last time, lower my toes, lift my heels. Lower my heels, lift my toes. Very mindfully, breathing as I do this. One last time of spinal balance. I lift my leg up behind me. I reach forward with my opposite arm, but this time I'm going to get a diagonal stretch. Exhale down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. A diagonal stretch. Exhale down. At my pace, a few more times. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, I lower. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, I lower. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, I lower. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, I lower. Inhale, I lift. Exhale, I lower. Inhale, I switch. Exhale, I lower. As for the last time, I heel toe. Something that I'm going to keep my organs stimulated. I keep the brain moving. One last time, breathing as I do this. Perfect.